marvelous.
They are, aren't they? But of course, just walking inside any theater gives me a thrill.
Well, it's been so lovely, Tony. I hate to have it over.
Is it over? Do I have to go right away?
Not if you don't want to.
I don't.
Well, would you like a cold drink?
Wonderful.
I'll see what's in the icebox. Want to come along?
I'd follow you to the ends of the earth.
Oh, just the kitchen is enough.
Why, I like it. You've done it very simply, haven't you?
Yes, we didn't know whether to do Empire or New Grecian.
So you settled for Frigidaire.
Yes, it's so easy to live with. Lucky you're not hungry, Mr. K. An icebox full of cornflakes. That gives you a rough idea of the sycamores.
Of course, why they make these bottle openers for single-midgets, I never did. All over my coat.
I'll take mine in a glass, if you don't mind.
There you are. Foaming beaker.
Anyhow, it's cold.
Now, if you'll please be seated, I'd like to offer a toast.
We are seated.
Miss Sycamore? To you.
Thank you, Mr. Kirby. To you.
You know something?
What?
I wouldn't trade 1 minute of this evening for all the rice in China.
Really?
Cross my heart.
Well, is there much rice in China?
Terrific. Didn't you eat the good earth? I suppose I ought to go.
Is it very late?
Very. I don't want to go.
I don't want you to.
Alright, I won't. When do you get your vacation?
Last 2 weeks in August.
I might take mine then too.
Really?
What are you gonna do?
I don't know. I hadn't thought much about it.
Going away, do you think?
I might not. I like the city in the summertime.
I do too.
Oh, but you usually go up to Maine, don't you?
Well, that's right. But I'm sure I would love the city in the summertime if... You know what I mean, Alice? I'd love it if you were here.
Well, it would be nice if you were here, Tony.
You know what you're saying, don't you?
What?
That you'd rather spend the summer with me than anyone else.
Was I?
Well, if it's true about the summer, then how would you feel about the winter?
Yes, I'd like that too.
Then there's spring and autumn. If you could see your way clear about those, Miss Sycamore.
I might.
I guess that's the whole year. We haven't forgotten anything, have we?
No.
Well, then...
Alice, dear, is that you? What time is it? Oh, Mr. Kirby, hello. I didn't see you there. And I didn't mean to interrupt anything.
Oh, not at all, Mrs. Sycamore.
I just came down for a manuscript, then you two can go right ahead. Oh, here it is. Sex takes a holiday. Well, good night, Tony.
Good night, Mrs. Sycamore.
Oh, I think we can call me Penny now. Don't you, Alice? At least, I hope so.
What's that?
That's all right, Tony. It's father.
This time of the night?
Any time of night. Any time of day.
Darling, you know you're more lovely, more adorable, more beautiful than...
Don't, Tony.
What? Darling, just because you're a mother... All mothers are like that, Alice. And Penny's a darling. You see, I'm even calling her Penny.
I don't mean that. Look, Tony, this is something I should have said a long time ago, but I didn't have the courage. I let myself be swept away because I loved you so. And wait, just let me make it clear to you. You're of a different world, a whole different kind of people. Oh, I don't mean money or socially, that's too silly. But your family and mine, it just wouldn't work, Tony. It just wouldn't work.
All right, have it your way. She can't dance. That's why they pay her all that money, because she can't dance.
Well, I don't call that dancing what she does. Oh, hello. How's the ballet?
It was fine, Essie.
Wonderful.
Hello?
Whoa.
Look, what do you people think? Ed and I just saw Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. Do you think she can dance, Mr. Kirby?
Why, yes. I always thought so.
Well, what does she do anyhow? Now look, you're Fred Astaire and I'm Ginger Rogers.
Essie, please.
I only want to use her for a minute. Now look, Mr. Kirby.
No, Essie, you're just as good as Ginger Rogers. We all agree.
You see, Ed?
Yeah, come on, I see we're butting in here.
But they've been together all evening. Good night, Alice. Good night, Mr. Kirby.
Now, Mrs. Carmichael.
Good night. Oh, Essie, did you ask Grandpa about us having that baby?
Oh, yes, he said to go right ahead.
You see, Tony, that's what it would be like.
I didn't mind that. Anyhow, we're not going to live with your family. It's just you and I.
No, it isn't. It's never quite that. I love them, Tony. I love them deeply. Some people could break away, but I couldn't. know they do rather strange things, but they're gay and they're fun, and I don't know, there's a kind of nobility about them.
Alice, you talk as though only you could understand them. That's not true. Why, every family's got curious little traits. What of it? My father raises orchids at $10,000 a bulb. Is that sensible? My mother believes in spiritualism. That's just as bad as your mother writing plays, isn't it?
It goes deeper, Tony. Your mother believes in spiritualism because it's fashionable, and your father raises orchids because he can afford to. My mother writes plays because 8 years ago a typewriter was delivered to her by mistake.
What of it?
And look at Grandpa. 35 years ago, he just quit business one day. He went up to his office in an elevator and came right back down again. He just stopped. He could have been a rich man, but he said it took too much time. So for 35 years, he just collected snakes and gone to circuses and commencements. It never occurs to any
Hello
of
there,
them.
children.
Good evening, Mr. Vanderhoff.
How's the weather? Looks like a nice summer evening.
Yes, it's lovely, Grandpa.
Well, I'm off. Bye, Mr. Kirby. I've got a date with the policeman on the corner.
Policeman?
Yes, it's a standing date, 12:30 every night. Known him since he was a little boy. He's really a doctor, but after he graduated, he came to me and said he didn't want to be a doctor. He'd always wanted to be a policeman. So I said, you go ahead and be a policeman if that's what you want to be. And that's what he did. You like my new hat?
Oh, it's very nice, Mr. Vanderhoff.
Yeah, I like it. The government gave it to me.
Oh, excuse me. I didn't know you folks was in here.
It's all right, Donald.
We were kind of fancy some candy and, oh, there it is. You all don't want any, do you?
No thanks, Donald.
Thanks. Did y'all not see them?
Yes, Donald.
Nice dinner?
Yes, Donald.
Was the ballet nice?
Yes, Donald.
That's nice.
Now do you see what I mean? Could you explain Donald to your father? Could you explain Grandpa? You couldn't, Tony. You just couldn't. I love you, Tony, but it's no use, Tony. It's no use.
There's only one thing you've said that matters that makes any sense at all. You love me.
But Tony, I know so well.
But darling, don't you think other people have had the same problem? Everybody's got a family.
But not like mine.
That doesn't stop people who love each other. Darling, won't you trust me and go and love me and forget everything else?
Tony, how can I?
Because nothing can keep us apart. And you know that. You must know it. They want you to be happy, don't they? They must.
Of course they do, but they can't change, Tony. I wouldn't want them to change.
They won't have to change. They're charming, lovable people just as they are. Everything will work out. You're worrying about something that may never come up.
Tony, am I?
All that matters right now is that we love each other. That's so, isn't it?
Yes.
Well then...
Oh, Tony.
Now I'd like to see a little gaiety around here. Young gentlemen calling and getting engaged and everything.
What do I say?
Well, first you thank the young man for getting engaged to you.
Thank you, Mr. Kirby, for getting engaged to me.
And then you tell him what it was about him that first took your girlish heart.
The back of your head.
Huh?
Uh-huh. It was in your money and it was in your charm. It was the back of your head. I just liked it.
Well, what happened when I turned around?
Oh, I got used to that after a while.
Alice, think of it. We're pretty lucky, aren't we?
You know that I am. I'm the luckiest girl in the world.
I'm not exactly unlucky myself. I guess I ought to go. Till tomorrow.
Good night.
Isn't it wonderful we work in the same office? Otherwise, I'd be hanging around here all day.
Want to be fun in the office tomorrow, seeing each other and going on as if nothing had happened?
Thank God I'm vice president. I can dictate to you all day. Dear Miss Sycamore, I love you. I love you. I love you.
Oh, darling, this is so cool.
Why don't you meet me in the drugstore in the morning before you go up to the office? I'll have millions of things to say to you.
All right.
And then lunch and then dinner tomorrow night.
Tony, what will people say?
Well, it's got to come out sometime. In fact, if you know a good rooftop, I'd like to do a little shouting.